Welcome back to World Pocket. Coin, have you ever held a penny in your hand and wondered if it could be worth more than just 1 cent? What if I told you that a seemingly ordinary 1974 penny could hold the secret to a small fortune? Before you toss that coin into a jar, listen carefully, because in today's video, we're diving deep into the fascinating story of the 1974 1 cent coin, a penny that some collectors are desperately trying to find in rare versions that could be worth thousands of dollars. Now, let's clear something up right away. Technically, the last true wheat penny was minted in 1958. Starting in 1959, the Lincoln Memorial design replaced the wheat ears on the reverse. But here's where it gets exciting. In 1974, something rare happened. The U.S. Mint experimented with new materials for pennies. And that led to one of the biggest mysteries in modern coin collecting history. The standard 1974 penny was made from 95% copper and 5% zinc. But copper was becoming expensive, so the U.S. Mint wanted to cut costs by using aluminum. That's right, in 1974, over 1.5 million aluminum pennies were produced as test pieces by the Philadelphia Mint. These are never meant for public release. But somehow, a few of them escaped into the hands of collectors. Now here's the twist. The U.S. Mint ordered all the aluminum pennies to be destroyed. They were never officially circulated, but rumors began to spread that a few survived. In fact, a 1974 aluminum Lincoln penny once surfaced at a coin show, and experts confirmed it was real. The estimated value? Over $250,000. Yes, a single penny potentially worth $250,000, but that's just the aluminum version. Even regular copper 1974 pennies can be valuable under the right conditions. So let's break it down. Most 1974 pennies you find in your pocket change today are common and only worth face value, about 1 cent. But collectors are always on the hunt for rare errors, high grades, and mint condition coins. These factors can take your ordinary penny and turn it into something much more valuable. Let's start with errors. One of the most sought-after errors in 1974 pennies is the double die obverse. This happens when the coin's design is accidentally struck twice, causing visible doubling in letters or numbers, especially in the words Liberty or the date 1974. If you find one of these error coins, you're looking at a value ranging anywhere from $100 to over $1,000 depending on condition. Another thing to look for is the mint mark. In 1974, pennies were struck at 3 mints: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D; and San Francisco, S. The 1974 S-proof coins are highly collectible, especially if they're still sealed in original government packaging. A 1974 S-proof penny in perfect PR 69 condition has sold for up to $3,000 at auction. Now let's talk about grade and condition. If your 1974 penny is shiny, scratch-free, and looks brand new, that's a good sign. Coins graded MS65 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can sell for $50 to $500 or more, especially if they have vibrant red color and sharp strike details. But back to the mystery, the 1974 aluminum penny. There are less than a dozen known to exist today. Most are held by the U.S. Mint or museums, but at least one is privately owned. In 2014, a man in California discovered one in his father's collection. He tried to sell it, and the coin world went crazy. Lawsuits, government claims, and media frenzy followed. In the end, the coin was confiscated, but its story lives on. So, how do you know if your 1974 penny is special? Start by checking the weight. A regular copper penny weighs about 3.11 grams, but an aluminum penny? Only about 0.93 grams, much lighter. If your penny feels unusually light, it might be time to get it tested. Also, look for strong luster, minimal wear, and check with a magnifying glass for doubling or striking errors. You'd be surprised how many rare coins go unnoticed because no one took a closer look. Let's recap the most valuable 1974 1-cent coins. Number 1. The ultra-rare 1974 aluminum penny, potentially worth $250,000 or more if you somehow find one. Number 2. The 1974 double die error penny can sell for $100 to over $1,000. Number 3. High-grade 1974 S-proof pennies, worth up to $3,000. Number 4. Regular 1974 D or 1974 S copper pennies in mint state condition, valued at $50 to $500, depending on grade and color. And here's the best part. These coins are still out there. They can be hiding in your coin jar, an old drawer, a family collection, or even in change you get from the grocery store. That's what makes coin collecting so exciting. Every coin has a story, and some are worth a fortune to SO before you spend that penny. Take a closer look. You might just be holding history in your hands, and maybe, just maybe, your ticket to a hidden treasure. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1974 penny, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We've got more incredible stories coming your way about rare coins, hidden gems, and the shocking amounts of money people have made from everyday pocket change. Turn on notifications so you never miss out, because you never know when a next $1 million penny could be hiding in plain sight. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. Have you ever checked your pocket change and found an old penny? What if I told you that a regular-looking 1985 Lincoln 1-cent coin could actually be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars? Today, we're diving into the surprising world of the 1985 penny, a coin that might look ordinary but could hold a hidden fortune. Stay with me, because what you're about to learn could change the way you see every penny in your collection. ACT 1. Background and history. Let's go back to the year 1985. Ronald Reagan was president. The Cold War was still heating up, and the U.S. Mint was producing billions of Lincoln Memorial pennies. These copper-plated zinc coins replaced the full copper cents just 3 years earlier in 1982, which means the 1985 penny is part of a new generation of lightweight, zinc-based cents. Even though over 10 billion 1985 pennies were struck, certain rare versions of this coin have become highly valuable among collectors, not because of their age, but because of their condition, rarity, and unique minting errors. The coin features the familiar bust of Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. But not all 1985 pennies are created equal. Some have secret differences that can fetch serious cash. ACT2. Mint locations and variants. There were 3 main types of 1985 pennies minted. First, the 1985 no mint mark, which was struck in Philadelphia. Second, the 1985 D, minted in Denver. And third, the 1985 S-proof, which was struck in San Francisco and sold in special collector sets. Now, most of these coins are only worth face value if they're circulated. But here's the twist. If you find one in pristine, uncirculated condition or with a rare error, its value can skyrocket. ACT3. Valuable errors to look for. Let's talk about the real treasure, errors. Error coins are the gold mine of modern penny collecting. These are pennies that slip through quality control with striking problems, doubling, or die cracks. One of the most famous is the 1985 double die penny. On some examples, you can see doubling in the letters of liberty, the date, or the motto, "In God We Trust." If you spot doubling with a magnifying glass, don't ignore it. Collectors will pay big bucks for a sharp double die. Another major moneymaker is the off-center strike. If the coin was not perfectly aligned during the minting process, you might see a portion of the design missing or pushed off to one side. The more dramatic the error, say 50% off-center with the full date visible, the more valuable it becomes. Then there are broad-struck coins, which were struck without the retaining collar and ended up wider and flatter than normal. These two can fetch between $20 and $100 or more, depending on the severity and condition. But wait, there's one more, clip planchet errors. That's when a piece of the penny is literally missing due to a mistake during blank preparation. These odd-shaped cents are fun to find and can sell for between $15 and $50 on average. ACT4. Coins that sold for big money. Let's look at some real-world auction prices. In 1985, D Lincoln cent graded MS68. That's mint state, near perfect, sold for a jaw-dropping $1,300 at auction. That's right, over $1,000 for a single modern penny in flawless condition. Another Philadelphia 1985 penny graded MS-67 red sold for $400, and that's just for a well-preserved coin with no error at all. That shows you just how important condition is to serious collectors. And remember those proof coins from San Francisco? A 1985 S-proof penny graded PR 70 deep cameo. A perfect coin, sold for over $200. So if you're holding a shiny, red, uncirculated 1985 penny or a coin with a visible error, you might be holding a secret jackpot. ACT5. What TO look for and how TO sell. So how do you know if your 1985 penny is valuable? First, grab a magnifying glass or coin loop. Check for doubling on the date and lettering. Inspect the edges for clipping. See if anything looks misaligned or unusually struck. Second, look at the color and shine. Collectors pay a premium for red pennies. That means the coin hasn't toned or darkened and still looks like fresh copper. And finally, if you think you found a gem, consider getting it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can multiply your coin's value and make it easier to sell. You can list your coin on auction sites like eBay or submit it to online coin marketplaces. Just make sure to include clear photos, a full description of the condition, and any known errors. Closing call to action. The 1985 penny may be small, but don't let its size fool you. From error coins to high-grade examples, these tiny pieces of metal can be worth a whole lot of money. So check your piggy banks, dig through your jars of change, and take a closer look at those everyday pennies. You never know what hidden treasure you might find. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins hiding in plain sight, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a chance to uncover a fortune from your own pocket change. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting. Have you ever looked at a simple 2007 Abraham Lincoln penny and wondered, could this be worth more than just 1 cent? What if I told you that some of these ordinary-looking pennies are quietly sitting in jars, drawers, or even your pocket, and they might be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars? It sounds unbelievable, but it's real. In today's video, we're diving deep into the incredible story, rare varieties, hidden details, and current market value of the 2007 Lincoln 1-cent coin, and why collectors are on the hunt for it. Let's go back to the beginning. The 2007 Lincoln penny is part of a long and historic series, the Lincoln cent. It's been in circulation since 1909, introduced to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. For almost a century, his portrait has remained on the obverse side of the penny, making it the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. And in 2007, as the final year before a major design change in 2009, the penny held a special place in history. Now let's take a closer look. The obverse side of the 2007 penny features the iconic bust of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. The same design used since 1909. On the reverse side, you'll find the Lincoln Memorial, which first appeared on the penny in 1959 to honor Lincoln's 150th birthday. But 2007 marked the end of an era, because just 2 years later, the reverse would be replaced with new designs showing different phases of Lincoln's life. That's why the 2007 penny is important. It's the last of its kind before a major transformation. Now you might be wondering, it's just a regular penny, right? What could make it valuable? Here's the truth. Most 2007 Lincoln pennies are still worth face value, just 1 cent. But a small number of them, especially those with errors, rare varieties, or high mint state grades, are worth a lot more than you think. Let's talk about the mint marks first. The 2007 Lincoln penny was minted in 3 locations. Philadelphia, which has no mint mark. Denver, with a small letter D under the ear. And San Francisco, which produced the 2007 S-proof coins, and those are something special. The regular circulation coins from Philadelphia and Denver were minted by the billions. Over $3.7 billion from Philadelphia, and more than $3.3 billion from Denver. That's why regular worn pennies from pocket change aren't worth much. But, and this is a big but, if you find a 2007 penny in perfect condition, graded MS-67 or higher, it could be worth big money to collectors who want flawless coins. Some of the top auction prices for high-grade 2007 pennies have gone over $500. Yes, for just 1 cent. And it gets better when you consider rare varieties. Let's talk about errors, the holy grail for coin hunters. Some 2007 pennies were struck with double dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, or even broad strikes. These are mistakes that happen during the minting process, and collectors love them because they're rare and unique. A 2007 penny with a clear double die on Lincoln's face or the lettering could fetch hundreds of dollars. Some off-center error coins, where the design is shifted, have sold for over $100 depending on the severity. Now let's take a look at the 2007 S-proof penny. These were made in San Francisco with a mirror-like finish and sharp detail, but only for collectors. They weren't released into circulation. If you have one, and it's still sealed in a proof set or graded PR69 or PR70, it could easily be worth between $5 and $50, depending on condition and demand. A perfect PR70 deep cameo could fetch even more at auction, but that's not all. One of the most exciting things about the 2007 penny is that it's being collected more and more every year, especially because of its place right before the 2009 bicentennial redesign. That makes it a key part of any modern Lincoln cent collection. Let's talk about current market values. As of now, a typical worn 2007 penny is still worth 1 cent. But a high-grade mint state example, like MS66 or MS67, can sell between $10 and $150 depending on the mint mark and condition. A certified MS68, that could go for over $300 or more. Error coins are the wild cards. A dramatic off-center strike, a clipped planchet, or a double die obverse can push the price well above $500, and in rare cases, over $1,000 in proof coins. A top-grade 2007 S Lincoln proof penny with a deep cameo finish, especially graded PR70 by PCGS or NGC, could sell for $100 or more in today's coin market. What should you be looking for? Number 1, condition. The less wear and the more luster your penny has, the better the chance it's valuable. Number 2, mint mark. Keep an eye out for the Denver D or especially the San Francisco S for proof coins. Number 3, errors and varieties. Check for doubling, off-center strikes, and unusual marks or shapes. Even a small minting error could mean big money. And number 4, certification. If you think you found something rare or flawless, consider getting it graded by a top service like PCGS or NGC. That official grade could unlock the coin's full value. Before you spend that 2007 penny, stop and think. Is it just change or a hidden treasure? Collectors and coin dealers across the country are still searching through rolls of pennies to find these hidden gems. The 2007 Lincoln cent might seem ordinary, but it could be a golden opportunity hiding in plain sight. Don't underestimate the power of knowledge. The next time you see a penny, take a closer look because you just might be holding a coin worth far more than you ever imagined. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating stories and rare coin secrets. Keep hunting, and who knows, maybe the next $1 million penny is already in your hand.